A warm welcome to our last task. In this task we are going to put all the elements together and create an impressive composition. Your first step will be to come up with a vision. What is your composition about? Is it going to be a beautiful composition? Does it have a storyline? Once you have come up with your vision, then you need to make a step-by-step plan how to achieve this. So let's dive straight into it. I'd like you first to pick 3 instruments you like. I picked the violin, the bassoon and the guitar. Then what I'd like you to do is to research these instruments. What do they sound like? What clefs are they using? What's difficult? What's easy? Are there any special techniques that I need to be aware about? What I'd like us to do first is to create an introduction. And for this I'd like you to create your own scale, just like we did in task 2. And I created this scale and this scale. I created 2 scales for the introduction. So know that when you write for many instruments, you don't need to use them all at the same time. So why not use just one instrument for your introduction? Or 2 instruments. Make it very simple. And if you want to involve all the instruments, allow the other instruments to just play long notes or something very, very simple. Here is my introduction. So once we've done the introduction, we can move on to the next section. And for this section, I would like you to pick a key signature and a time signature that you think works well. Then I would like you to come up with a sequence of chords. This could be 2 different chords, it could be 8 different chords. And then I would like you to develop these for one of your instruments, just like we did in task 8, sounding like this. So allow this developed chord sequence to be an introduction to this section. Then what I'd like you to do is to come up with a melody for one of your other instruments. And allow this melody to go through at least 2 or 3 rounds of your chord sequence. We now have one of the instruments playing some chords, another instrument playing the melody. I would like you to have some fun with your third instrument. Your third instrument can do a number of different things that will work well. It could, for example, play in unison. My bassoon could play in unison with the violin, or it could play some long chord notes, or it can do a counter melody, or a riff, or support the bass line, or do sound effects, or whatever. I decided in my composition for my bassoon to play in unison with the violin for 2 bars, and then for 1 bar to play a chord note, to then do a bit of a counter melody, and then do 4 bars of a riff. Now we need to change things around so that the audience doesn't get bored. I would suggest that you create at least 4 bars of something different. Change your chord sequence, your time signature, and your melody. Now you simply repeat what you did in your second section. However, this time I would like you to develop your composition slightly just to keep it interesting, and make sure to make an ending as well. So folks, that is unfortunately the end of this course. I hope you have enjoyed it. I hope you feel that you are now a better and more confident composer. As an ending, I will play through the whole of my composition, and please contact me if you want to develop your music even further. Bye.
Thank you.